Hey guys, welcome back for another ride along. Today we're going to be multi-apping again, GrubHub, DoorDash, and Ubereats. I ran out of coffee at home, so I needed to make me a quick pit stop because my coffee lovers, you already know, this is a must. I got me a pumpkin pie latte, quad shot, gotta have your shots, and oat milk. And she's gonna do me right. I have a feeling. They don't do me wrong. So I am going to get this show started and we're gonna see who gives us the first order of the day. So I haven't gotten anything yet. I've had to decline quite a few of offers because I'm getting another one from Ubereats. They're coming in. It's actually about lunchtime. It's 12:10, so I'm getting another one from Ubereats. $6.17 for 3.8 miles for Dairy Queen. I need something a little bit better. I need to start my day off right, so I'm gonna decline that. It's too low, too risky for me. You know, what if the order's not ready? Yeah, I don't want it. Maybe if it was under a mile, I may consider it since I haven't got anything, but it ain't under a mile, so we aren't gonna take it. So it is 12:10. I am going to see what we can get this afternoon. Getting another one from Ubereats, $4.11, 3.6 miles. Absolutely not from McDonald's. That just, that's unreasonable. So I am going to, I don't know how many hours I'm going to work. I am going to probably call it quits a little earlier tonight. I have some things I got to do, which is the nice thing of working, you know, doing the apps. You're in control of your own schedule. You can shut her down when you want and start her back up when you want. So that's the nice thing. That's what I love about the app. So yeah, we'll see how the afternoon goes. I'm sure I'll get something soon. I'm taking a spin and I guess I'll let you guys know once I get something. Keep an eye out for something good. All right, guys, had to do quite a bit of declining this afternoon. The orders haven't been too good, but I held out and finally got something that I am looking for. So it's a Blue Moon Diner, $11.45, 5.2 miles. This is GrubHub, and I am familiar with this restaurant. Let me turn this down. So being GrubHub, I know I'm gonna have to wait. Depending on how busy Blue Moon Diner is, they're pretty good. They usually get right on it. There may be a little bit of a wait if it's busy in there. The order's usually either close to being ready, so it shouldn't be too long. Let's go check in and hopefully it'll be out sooner than later. Hi, just checking on an order for David B with GrubHub.
All right, we're still working.
Oh, okay. Do you know about how long?
Looks like probably another, I think between 5 and 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Cool. Thank you so much.
Take care.
You too. All right, guys, the order is now done and I have it in hand, and it took about 8 minutes. Like I said, GrubHub, I knew I was gonna have to wait a little bit, but they got it out within a reasonable time, at least for GrubHub. So wish GrubHub would get on the same page as DoorDash and Ubereats order being ready. But again, DoorDash and Ubereats, sometimes the order's not even ready for them either, but yeah, it is what it is. But I did remember to mark them up. So I went to there's a problem, order's not ready, and I put order still being prepared when I arrived, 10 to 20 minutes, because she, you know, estimated 5 to 10 minutes. So and they did get it out to me within that time frame, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and hit got order, leaving, and let's see how far this customer is. 11 minutes, 10 minutes. You know how it goes, it always drops a minute and I ain't complaining about it. So 4.8 miles. Let's go get them their lunch because it's noon. lunch, brunch. It smells like breakfast, but who knows? I think it is breakfast actually. Yeah, let's go get her dropped off. Alright guys, the Blue Moon Diner is dropped off. It was a house easy to find. Love the houses. So I'm going to head back to my zone where all the restaurants are and see if I can get something on the way back. And I'll have all 3 apps on, so we'll see who gives us the next offer. The afternoon has been a little iffy today. So we'll see. We'll see what else we can get. We're out here and we're looking for a reasonable offer, reasonable miles, and reasonable pay. All right, let's go see what we can get. All right, I've had to do a lot of declining today. Getting a lot of no tippers, low tippers, and I'm holding out because I'm not out here to work for free. You got to keep in mind when you're looking at these orders, is it worth your time? Because we have expenses that come out of our pocket. We got our gas, we got our maintenance for our vehicle, you know, tires, all that stuff that is going to come out of our pocket. Yes, you can write off your mileage, but our time is valuable. If you go to a job, they're paying you for your time. So we don't want to be out here breaking even or ending up negative after our expenses and our time and everything's added up. So you got to make sure you take some offers that are going to leave some money in your pocket. I finally held out for something that's reasonable. I got a Panera bread for $9.55, 4.9 miles. Now it is GrubHub Panera bread, and it is the afternoon. It's 12:58 p.m. So I may have to wait a few minutes. I'm hoping that I don't. Sometimes the order's ready, sometimes it's not. So let's go check on this order, and we're crossing our fingers it's ready. I want to keep these wheels moving, so we're heading there right now. Excuse me. Trina. Yeah.
Miss, hi. The chocolate milk would be in the bag, right?
It should be.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to double check?
Sure.
It's in there.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. You too.
The order was ready. Yay. That makes me super happy. It's on the shelf. There's other orders, so it looks like they are pumping them out, because like I said, sometimes Panera, you might have to wait a little bit. So I am happy about that. I wasn't sure if the chocolate milk was in the bag because I don't want to forget the drink. I seen like a coffee drink sitting there, so it like reminded me that there was a chocolate milk in there, and she went and double checked and said it was in there, so that's good. We want to make sure they got their full meal. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit got order, leaving. Let's see how far this customer is. It is an apartment, and it's a no contact leave at door. So let's see here. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 2 miles. So let's go get her dropped off and get us another one.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Northeast Avenue.
right, the Panera order is dropped off. Easy to find complex. This complex is nice because my GPS took me right to the building. And I was thinking, just to give you guys a little tip if you don't know already, or maybe you're new to driving or whatever with the apartment complex. And now granted, this ain't the case with all of them, but it is the case with the majority of them. In regards to, I'm going to show you this particular building. This is not the building I delivered to, so just an FYI, but let me show you. So you have the apartments listed on the building right there. So when you're looking at looking for a building, so you got the apartment number. For instance, let's pick one. We got 928 on this building right here. So the 9 stands for the building. So that's building 9. The 2 is the second floor. So building 9, 2 is the second floor, and then you got the apartment number, which is 928, for example. So that's kind of gives you an idea of how to find it, because sometimes you'll get an apartment that's like 334. Typically it's building 3. Now it's not always the case, but just to kind of give you an idea, if there's a map, I always double check, but that kind of gives you a clue. So you can think, oh, okay, I have the apartment number, maybe it's building 3, look on the map, match it up. I always try to match as many clues as I can together. And another thing is like parking at an apartment complex. When I'm in an apartment complex, I always turn my hazards on because I'm looking for an apartment and there's, you know, residents coming and going, and I don't want anybody to think whatever they're thinking, so they know I'm working. You know, usually people are really respectful, they go around you. I try to be mindful, pull off to the side, that type of thing. But uncovered parking, unless otherwise marked, is open parking. If it's a carport, that is a residence carport, and granted, sometimes we don't really have anywhere to park. Sometimes, you know, I've done it myself. I'll pull in there, throw my hazards on if I know exactly where the apartment is, and I'm only going to be a second, but I try not to do that because, you know, if the resident comes home and they try to pull into their spot, then there's going to be a problem. So I'll usually, you know, if I can be out of the way, I'll throw my hazards on, run and drop the order off and come back. Usually you're good, but uncovered parking is usually the better bet, as long as it's not marked, you know, with an apartment number. At least for me in my area. And sometimes there's garages. I'll park in front of a garage because there's like blocks of garages and throw my hazards on if I don't have anywhere else to park, because you're not trying to inconvenience anybody. So that's kind of my tips with, you know, apartment complexes. Again, you got to try to put as many clues together. Sometimes at nighttime, if I can't see any building numbers because there's trees, it's blocking, sometimes I'll text the customer if I'm having a hard time or I can't find the map or whatever's going on. I'll ask them, hey, do you by chance know your carport number? Typically they do, and that's a clue, and that's usually easier to see, and I can find the carport and then match up. I'm kind of right near the building. Now granted, that's not always set in stone. Sometimes the carports are a little bit a ways from their entrance, so you just got to put the pieces together. So just a little tip on the apartment complexes. I do also turn my hazards on when I deliver in residential neighborhoods, you know, homes and stuff like that. So, you know, just lets, you know, neighbors and stuff know that I am working, trying to find a house, because they're probably like, who is this person with their head out the window, scoping out the neighborhood? No, I am working. I'm looking for an address. So hazards kind of let you know, you see, you know, Amazon or UPS doing that. So just to kind of let people know that you're working. And some of us have the little signs. I don't really use my sign. I haven't. And my hazards have worked out for me. So of course, that's totally up to you how you want to do it, but it works for me. So just a little tip. All right, I haven't even rang in for anything. I guess my Ubereats, I need to turn that on. I try to turn my Ubereats on when I get close to the drop off. That way I can try to line something up. But today has just been kind of slow. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to get a couple more orders. If it slows down, then I'll probably take a little break and then come back out for dinner time. So, yeah, here we go.